Last one was against the Bengals. I lost. I played completely crappy. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. I was so tired. I shouldn't have played it. Um, but I got to see a little bit of football last night. Some real football, not this preseason crap. And the Lions came through. Wow, Lions. Telling you, that is a well coached team. They may not have all the talent, but that is a well coached team. Granted, they beat the Chiefs without Kelsey and Chris Jones, but they beat them. They're a well coached team, man. They're fundamental. They're sound. I'd be really worried. I don't play them this year unless it's the playoffs. So let's advance the week. Uh, get to the actual game, and then we're going to go over some stats for what we've accumulated so far. Uh, Cincinnati's probably the team I don't want to go against in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, Joe Burrow is the real deal, man. That dude is fucking sharp. I like him a lot. All right, so let's see. Advance the. All right, bye week. Let's see what it says. Bye week. Yeah, and another thing, Nick Bosa got signed to the biggest contract for a non-quarterback. Oh, this is dumb. This is dumb. Why do they add these stupid features like this? He doesn't even say it. You don't even have Kyle's real voice. Like, this isn't even like, this is like the Skyrim shit. Press X to continue. Alright, did I get penalized? I didn't even read that. Let me see if my, if I'm live. Gotta always check these things. I've made so many live streams where okay. Okay, yeah, where I've just chatted it up, said some really important shit, or at least what I thought was important, and like the mic's not been on. Let's get to the Jaguars week. So this part of the season when everybody moves, you know, their bye weeks are all moved around. It makes the statistics for the season. Oh, they got Calvin Ridley. So let's look at the standings here at the bye week, week 10. Is it week 10? Yeah, it's week 10. Why is it 7 and 8? 7 and 1. What the fuck? So we're tied with the Chargers and the Titans. What? Well, they are in the AFC South. That would be pretty easy. Points allowed. Let's see who the best team. Or points 4. Wow, Seahawks struggling. Chargers throwing it up. Oh my God, the Raiders. Telling you, man, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a fucking winner. Oh, yeah. Leading #1 defense. That's what that means. That's what that means. All right. So, yeah, what the fuck? Well, that's why. I would have thought the division would have been Jaguars 7 and 1. Titans, though? This game is screwy. Yeah, that's a tough division, but 7-1 the Chargers. Chargers are a good team, man. Watch, all the LA fans are all going to become Chargers fans now. Now they're all Chargers fans when they see that the Rams suck. That's the way they always are. They're like, hey, the Clippers are good. Now we're not Lakers fans. Hey, the Angels are good. They have Shea Otani. We're Angels fans now because the Dodgers suck. I don't care. I honestly don't give a fuck about baseball. I'd rather watch golf. I'd rather watch tennis. I would rather watch bowling. I would rather watch monster trucks. I would much rather watch canoeing or, like, what's the shit the rich kids do? The paddling. Packers. Oh man, the Lions 2-6. See, this game's full of shit. These weird algorithms. That's why this whole game needs to be completely changed. There's so much more intelligence to offer a video game like this than the same fucking shit every year. Oh yeah, I got it on the wrong. Oops. Cowboys are 6-2, right on my ass. Same with the Rams. But yeah, that's LA. They're fickle as fuck, but I'd rather watch fucking baseball, or I'd rather watch anything than baseball. Baseball is so boring. I do watch when the World Series comes, but it's such a boring ass sport. So where are stats? I want to see stats. So these were the pictures from the Rams. Yeah, not a lot of good news out of this matchup. Yeah, that's a big L though. That's a big fucking L. And mostly because I played like dog shit. I was hitting wrong buttons. I was forcing passes. I played bad. Let's see, so league. Schedule, stats and awards. I want to see my team's stats. That's really high. That's really high. That's really high. That's really high. But that's got to be worked on. Shit. It's too many. We got kind of a 3-tiered back. They took Debo out of the fucking game. The last one.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in game. Abilities are available to both Superstar and Superstar X Factor players. Unlock ability slots by improving the player's overall rating.
Okay.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X Factor players have zone abilities.
Yeah, they took him out of the game last time. The Bengals game. I had to completely figure out something else, and it was kind of interesting because that could very well happen in a game. It's going to happen. It's going to happen for every team. I have the injuries rated really low. Um, but where is he in the depth chart? Why did you take him out of the game? What was his injury during the game? I don't remember. Huh. That's weird. I don't understand why that would happen. Why you would just take Debo out of the game. Because it did happen, and I went to the pause menu several times to try to change it. Oh my god, Kittle's having a year. We gotta get Ayuk. We gotta, by the time we hit the playoffs, we gotta get Ayuk in full stride. We gotta just go to him all the time. Because this dude's special. Brandon Ayuk is special. The kid would be a number one on any other team. We may lose him at the end of the year. They've all allowed a sack, of course. "27 tackles. Come on. Slow ass processor. Oh man, that's not good. We're halfway through the season and he only has 3 sacks. Hargrave's got more. We gave him money too. This is expensive right here. These two guys are expensive. They're like, between the two of them, I think at least $80 million. And your cap is 270 something. I don't even know. Those two guys are taking $80 million, and they've only got 6.5 sacks between them at the halfway point. That's not good. Warner's fucking earning every penny. He's got a fucking touchdown. We did get a lot of pick sixes. Oh, only 3? Need more picks. All right, so let's see. As a team, all right. Number 3. Number 1, really? Oh, way down there, huh? Fuck, we gotta run the ball more. We gotta commit to the run. Man, Chargers lighting it up. Holy shit, is this gonna be a rematch in 1994? Okay, and then defense. Number 1 defense. Number 1 defense. Number 1 defense. Number 1 defense. No, see, that's what I'm saying. We're doing that without getting sacks. That's because I'm not good at the game. and number one in interceptions. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. All right. So that's where we're at in terms of league leaders and stats. I guess I should have looked at that. Let's see. I guess it kind of tells you over in the. Oh, it's the same thing. Kind of tells you over in the corner. This fucking slow processor. There we are over here. None of my guys are in there, huh? Dang, Von Miller's got 14 sacks. No wonder the Chargers are winning. 14 sacks halfway through the season. He's going to shatter the record. Stephon Diggs, huh? Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson. Derrick Henry is already over 1,000. Where does Derrick Henry even play? Oh, that's why the Titans. Yeah, he's fucking dominating. Holy shit. Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Josh Allen. Huh. Alright, so. No, I don't want to quit. Let's go to the game. Alright, so I'm definitely probably not going to get this done before the season starts. So we'll just play into the season and I'll play the games. I don't know, I'm actually kind of getting sick of this game. I'm thinking about buying 2K, the basketball. Because I really do like my Kings this year. I've been a Kings fan since they came to Sacramento when I lived there in 1986. Oh, don't dox yourself. But they've had barely any success. And I watched them last year as the best year they ever had. That team's going to be good. They've got a little swagger to them, too. I kind of like it. This is the alternative. Bringing a new style of game. That's the home option. They do the Dallas thing, too. Kind of dig those, man. Those are fucking rad right there. I thought that was the best uniform in the NFL. That helmet is sick. That's probably more likely what they would play with, maybe. I don't know. I like it. I'm going with it. Let's see what my uniforms are. Yep. Ain't changed. Ain't changed. I love that. Niners actually have the longest running logo. I think the Packers slightly changed theirs like 20 years ago, and like, so they're out. Niners haven't changed their logo in a long time. The longest, I think. So anyways, yeah, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm already not stoned. So I'm going to smoke a J, and I don't want to cough on the mic.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Purdy going to the air right away. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Some strong running at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Parody This one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down, here's Parody to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's McLeod on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. That's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action, and now here's Parody to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball. Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point. Of the season. Out of CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Niners at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Now Parody. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here this game.
Man.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak.
Glitchy this game has been so far.
Week last week, and
like that was a touchdown.
All indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot
that was
of
not
teams,
a fumble.
coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and
this game
punch their way
sucks
out
so
of it. But
fucking bad. I swear.
You get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Nothing is the score after one on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On first down, it's Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Parody. That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Parody sets up to throw again. And returns it right back to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
What's going on with that? This game is so glitchy. Is my kicker just not?
He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustrates. Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
His throw incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 5. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. McLeod to return it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Samuel. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. KJ Osborne, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that was a bonehead. That was bonehead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando.
We're going to make some adjustments here. It keeps resetting every time, and I've done this off screen, and it keeps putting this right end should be fucking Bosa. Let's leave it at that and see. It's weird. Fucking why can't you let me put him on the left side? That's what I'm used to playing him on the left side. And that's why he's got no sacks. So time of possession. Way too close for comfort. Three touchdowns, Brock. Shit. Fucking killing it. Yeah, now I gotta put Christian back in. Fuck. Yeah, I trying not to run Christian into the ground because I feel like that would be bad. But fuck it.
Welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
This game's AI is trash. Why would you do that?
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They go play action here. Parody. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Parody with it on 3rd and long. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
He's doing this shit again with Debo. God, God, this game fucking sucks. What the... Why isn't he there? What the fuck?
Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy on 4th down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision
Where
to
is
go
Debo?
for it. Looks like a smart one.
Why does it just do that?
When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey on the counter.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down.
So why
again.
is Debo not in there?
Been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
What the fuck is wrong with this game? I didn't do anything. He's not on the injured list. Why is Debo not in there? That fucks everything up.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
Are you
line.
kidding me?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he's loose again. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk.
I mean,
Touchdown number
fuck,
3
dude.
in the game and 6 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know whether a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars.
That was dumb as shit.
They're going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Why in the fuck?
Quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third.
See, not having Debo in this fucking game. Why isn't Debo in this fucking game?
So this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and
that's
got
not an excuse, but
and
that's
handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end.
This fucking game sucks. This is the worst Madden I've played so far. Worst. Absolute fucking worst.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the
I can't wait to clip all this shit.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Why this game sucks.
Run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying
all these stupid ass glitches.
they've controlled this this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard
Like, just to take Debo out for no fucking
again.
reason? It's the second game it's happened in.
Hard to believe his first catch
Like,
of the
what
game
is
defensively.
the
They bottle him
glitch?
up.
What
That's
is...
why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets,
I'm not changing
double,
anything.
Zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It fucks me up.
So
Like, it
signs of
seriously
life in what's
fucks
been
me
a
up.
dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence.
I count on Debo being there.
Screen
Oh,
play.
shit.
Here's ETN. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring
Like,
up
why
second
wouldn't
down.
you count on Debo? the injury's off? Is this the injury's off? Like, this is the default settings. Game options. Injuries. I don't think I could change it mid-game. Injuries, 25%. So Debo got hurt? What is the deal? Oh, this game sucks so bad, dude. This is so glitchy. This is terrible. Why would you even sell this?
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
Like,
It'll be a
EA,
gain of
like,
5,
what
but
the
still about 3
fuck,
yards
dude?
shy of the
You
first down
charge
marker,
up
and now
the
it's 3rd
fucking
down.
wazoo.
Breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6
You
yards
got these
per
kind of
touch,
glitches
you'll
where it
take
just
that every single time.
takes people out? No
Lawrence
warning.
on 3rd down.
Oh, there it is.
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D.
I'll take
as they
it.
Score the touchdown.
All my complaining paid off.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays
Oh, he
like
saw
that
that.
one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses.
Urban Meyer,
but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run
Trevor
the football
Lawrence?
a little bit, try and get them out of it.
Is that entire draft
this
class
time of the
full of
game,
fucking
this
shitty
point on the clock,
quarterbacks?
had to throw it.
I think
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a
How
pretty
many
good drive starter
interceptions
right there.
does he
And I don't
have?
know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And
Where
as an
is
offensive
Debo?
coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really
Why
don't.
would you
because
do
as soon
that
as you
to
take your
me?
foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Parody. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
That's bullshit, man. You just take Debo out of the game. Fucking bullshit. I want a fucking refund. No Madden game has ever just done that. I guess I turned the injuries off. It's a glitch. Lazy ass fucking EA programmers.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Dances by him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
10-yard average is
22
not
yards
bad.
rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Where's Debo?
McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
on the ground, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
It was close at one point.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback.
So the last 2 weeks I've had to adjust with Debo just being taken out of the game.
Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Like, is this part of the new programming or something? Is this like part of the game? Like, you have to figure out how to do it without your superstar.
At the 28-yard line, just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the
Debo
defense
is a
figuring that
superstar.
play out and holding it to a short game.
You don't take Tom Brady out like the
they
game.
actually
Like
accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush
injury,
down.
no warning, no. I had to figure it out on my own. That's the second game in a row. I wouldn't have lost that game against the Bengals if I knew where the fuck Debo was.
50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here comes
Like, are you saying that he can only play the first 2 quarters? Is that the glitch?
From the shotgun.
Oh,
Lawrence.
God
And he's
dang
going to be
again.
intercepted a 3rd time.
It's only 3?
Up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side.
Can I run
Seems
it
like
up? I
everything they
should.
touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be
Fuck
awfully
this
happy
Florida
right there
team.
to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this one inside the 15.
Fuck yeah,
just a
run
yard
it
or
up.
2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24
The game doesn't really
yards.
like that, though. The game kind of punishes you for running up the score when it's clear that you've won. Alright. Victory formation. I gotta figure out what's wrong with this, why they take Debo out, because that's really pissing me off. I don't even want to play the rest of the season. I'm probably going to simulate it if that's the case. If it happens one more time, I'm going to be so mad.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's supposed to be a new game. Why are you glitching like an old game? Lazy ass programmers at EA is what I'm thinking. Like, why would you do that? And why would... This game is just not intelligent. Like, at all. AI is stupid. Why would they go for a 62-yard field goal? When you're only down by 10. What?
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance,
that they're going to cherish.
So for the Niners, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's some weird shit, man. I'm bothered by that. I'm really bothered. I've never had a Madden game just take players out for no reason. Look, he was at 94. Almost had 2 receivers. 3 receivers. That's crazy. What did I say too? It's gonna get fucking Ayuk the ball. You gotta start working on Ayuk, getting his numbers pumped, but why would the game do that 2 weeks in a row? It's really frustrating, man. Alright, so I'll play week 11 tomorrow. If it's screwing up like that, I'm just gonna simulate the rest of the season at this point. Start anew or go trade the game in. I'm definitely thinking about getting 2K4. That might take my interest entirely. It's so weird. This game is like good for like 2-3 months. Like you get like you buy this game and you're like a Cowboys fan, and then Dak Prescott gets injured like first game, and you got to rely on Trey Lance. You're like, your season's over. Your season's over. It's not your year, Cowboys. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this game can, like, suck for any fan base real fast. Like, it's literally only good for, like, 2 months. And they charge $75 for this game. And then they want you to pay a subscription to get all the rest of the features and have all these, like, micro purchases. Like, $75 should give me the whole game. God, Madden